If you're going to be exposing the image of yourself with your guitar to people with fully operational eyes, then you might want to consider how that could look. Let's talk about straps, Davey. Let's talk about the blues and greens. Let's talk about all the good ones and the bad ones that may be. Let's talk about straps. Let's talk about straps. Let's talk about guitar straps. Maybe it's just me. I can be a bit neurotic about these things, but I think that this is just plain wrong. Horrible colour mismatch. So this past 7 months I started making guitar videos for YouTube, so I can be seen on camera, well, phone, with guitars, and also play out live sometimes too. It's important to me to have things matching with the guitars I'm using, because I'm basically a bit weird. So here's 5 top tips to make sure that the next time you go grab your guitar strap for your next gig, that it complements the rest of your ensemble. You might be wondering why I'm the authority on these things, but can you really argue with 11 years experience as fashion editor of GQ? I'm not saying I was, I'm just asking if you can argue with that. Number 1. Choose a strap that complements the colours and finish of your guitar. I'm going to show you a couple of examples and then there's going to be a multiple choice test for you. So you can grab a writing utensil and a banana and write down your answers, or put them in the comments. The correct answers will be at the end of the video, and there'll also be another final bonus example that you can answer in the comments too, if you like. Okay, so first, here's an example of a good match. See how some of the colours and tones in the strap complement the colour of the finish? Or sometimes there's small colours within the strap, like this yellow here, that complement other features of the guitar, like the hardware, or the knobs or pickup covers. Sometimes you might want to match strap colours with the pickguard. That's always a good idea. And here's an example of a bad match. So you can see that the strap here doesn't have anything in common with any of the colour scheme with this particular guitar. What an absolute fashion disaster. And then some guitars can work with multiple examples. See, either of these options are okay. I have a personal favourite, maybe you can let me know yours in the comments. But yeah, I think either of these straps would work, because they all have some common tones and features. Sometimes it's just a matter of taste. Right, so now on to the test. I'm going to show you some guitars and there's going to be options A, B, C or D. You just have to choose which one you think is the correct strap to go with each guitar. Okay, guitar 1. Option A, option B, option C or option D. What do you think? Write that down on your banana and then we'll move on to the next one. Guitar 2. Option A, B, C or D. I've stopped saying option now. It takes too long. Okay, did you get one? Right, moving on to the next one. Guitar 3. Option A, B, C or D. Getting a bit trickier now, eh? Guitar 4. A, B, C or D. I know which one it is for me. What do you think? Guitar 5. A, B, C, D. Guitar 6. A, B, C, D. Number 2. So now that you've got your guitar and your strap coordinated correctly, you should also start to consider your own wardrobe. Now, it doesn't have to match in the same way that your guitar and strap does, but if you're hideous like me, then you might want to make sure that it's your guitar that grabs the attention and not your hideous face. For example, most gigs will take place in the evenings in low light venues such as bars or hotels or function suites, that kind of thing. Even my wee studio setting here has quite a dark background, so I wouldn't go for black clothes and a black guitar like this. Even although this isn't too bad because the maple fretboard kind of pops, but imagine it was an ebony or rosewood fretboard. Something else you'll want to consider is the contrast of colours between your guitar strap combo and your attire. For example, this is wrong. Ugh. And so is this. See, these two options here are much better. See how the guitar pops and becomes more of the focal feature. Number 3. Now, as we're purely focused on being
really ridiculously good looking,
comfort is not the top priority. However, if you find the perfect strap to complement your ensemble, but it's just not very comfortable, then you could try to add something like this, one of these shoulder pads. Lots of extra padding, and this mesh net-like area here allows the colour of the strap to still be visible. Although this one's a bit heavy duty and not really my favourite. And it's not really as comfortable as it looks. I prefer something more like this one, a nice thin one with just an extra wee bit of padding and you can still see the colour of your guitar strap. I think these are especially good if you've bought yourself a cheap guitar strap that's quite a nice colour but it's just not very comfortable. It's pretty much a way of upgrading or modding your strap. And as guitarists, we do like a wee mod, don't we? So these ones with the net mesh front or the little bands are ideal, as they'll add a little bit of comfort but still allow some visibility of your carefully selected strap. Win-win-win, that's my top tip. Number 4, the same as mentioned previously, we're focused on optimal aesthetics here. But another top tip is, if you like to keep your strap attached to your guitar when you put it in your gig bag, like I do, then consider using a strap with plastic buckles. These are way less likely to do any damage to your guitar, unlike metal buckles, which can do damage to your guitar. Number 5, free beer with your strap locks. Now you can buy a set of strap locks really cheaply, but where's the fun in that? You can also treat yourself to a couple of bottles of Grosslager and use the rubber seals as a makeshift strap lock. I say makeshift, but I actually find these ones easier to put on and take off than the ones you can buy. I prefer these. But whatever you do, make sure they match your ensemble. Unfortunately, you're restricted to red tones with the Gross bottles, because the seals are red. Not sponsored, by the way. Yet. Here's a wee tutorial on how that works. So firstly, what you want to do earlier in the week, go purchase yourself at least 2 bottles of Gross Lager. If you're in the UK, I've found that you can get them from Asda. They're about £2 each. Everything's going up these days. And put them in your fridge. Then on Friday at 4:55 PM, you want to get them out the fridge, get your YouTube on, and head over to John Robson Guitar Tuition's channel for his Friday 5 PM beer o'clock livestream. I go there myself almost every week. A good time is had by all. I'll see you in the comment section. After you've refreshed yourself with your bottles and finished the live stream, what you want to do is just push off these little rubber seals from the underside of the lid. And there you go, you've got yourself a couple of strap locks. Just put your strap on, chuck these over the ends, and you're sorted. I've also got another wee bonus hack that I'm currently working on. I'm going to let you in on it now, a wee bit early, but there'll be a proper dedicated video on it later, once I've tweaked and perfected it. So I like to gig different guitars, and each one comes with its own set of adjustment tools, keys, and trem arms, etc. If I need access to these items quickly during a gig, or if I'm in a hurry packing for a gig, I need to make sure I've got the right tools for the right guitar, and I don't want to rake through my gig bag on a dark stage, especially if I'm in a hurry. I've been using little zip pouches, but these only fit the keys and not the trem arm, but that's going to be in my gig bag and not as quick to put my hands on. So enter these guys, sports running bands for your smartphone. You can get these for like next to nothing, £2 to £3 off eBay, especially for older model smartphones that they don't make anymore. Like I think this one was for a Samsung S3 Mini, old iPhone 4. I tried some different ones. So in here, I'm going to pack this. Here's what I'm going to do. I've just got a wee labelled poly bag for my hex keys. So they go in there, like that. And then this bag is going to go in this armband strap, like this. The best thing about it is, because it's for your phone, there's a clear cover so you can see exactly what's in it. So I'm also going to put in a trem arm. I can just fit the top of it in here like that, close it over so it's not going to affect the guitar finish. Nice. We can also add in, if we want, some picks. And any other smalls. Maybe a spare pair of Gross strap locks. So the next thing is, I'm going to attach it to my guitar strap, back here. Now this is the part I've not perfected yet, but the idea is that it would just wrap around your strap, and it's got a velcro bit. So as I say, this is the part I've not perfected yet. Later on I'll figure out how to get a tighter fit of this, but the idea is that it's going to stay on your guitar strap at all times with your guitar, can go in the case, all the tools that you need for each guitar and strap, all together. And you should also still be able to wear it while you're playing. I'll update you once I've got that perfected. But remember, it's got to match. Right, so that's it. Do you agree with any of this stuff? Do you think I'm just a bit of a weirdo? Or are you a bit of a weirdo too? Let me know in the comments. Or consider subscribing, and we can all be weirdos together, but be
ridiculously good looking
in the process. Right, now here's the correct answers to the multiple choice test from before. Let's see how you did. And here's the bonus question you can let me know about in the comments. Which one do you think's the right one? And I've gave you a tricky one here because more than one of them might work, but for me, there's only one clear winner. What do you think? So this guitar here, A, B, C, or D? Looking forward to seeing your answers. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so thanks for watching. Until next time. See you later.